I'm with Tamar Yehoshua. She's the Chief Product Officer at Slack. And Tamar, you gave an excellent presentation today. So what were some of your key messages at Frontiers?
Well, thank you, Blair. I'm new to Slack, so it's been really exciting to come here and be able to talk about the product. I've seen over my career how it's very difficult for teams to come together and to get on the same page, and Slack really is a vehicle and a tool for helping bring teams together so that they're more agile and more productive in a way that's very difficult to get using other tools.
And you talked about channels and how Slack is different when it comes to channels. Can you expand on that?
I think the difference between an inbox and a channel is profound. People don't really think about it as much until you really depend on channels and use them. An inbox is about individuals and channels is about teams. When you're in a channel, you can see information about the subject that you're discussing. Anybody can see it. You can look at the history. A new teammate comes on board, looks at the channel, gets all the information. So it's really a place to bring a team together.
And you also talked about shared channels. And what's that?
So a shared channel is a channel that's shared across company boundaries. So let's say you're working with a marketing agency or a vendor. You can share a channel with them so that they have all of the information in their Slack workspace. You have the information in your Slack workspace, but you're communicating through a channel across company boundaries.
And that's something companies really need. We also heard a lot about integration with applications, and that's obviously a big part of what Slack does. Can you give some examples of how companies are taking advantage of this?
Well, one of my favorite integrations is our Salesforce integration. So from just a slash command, I can get information that's in Salesforce without leaving Slack. I can find out any information about an account. There are lots of integrations like this. If I want to approve an expense report, I can do it without leaving Slack. The engineers rely heavily on their Jira integration so that they're never using Slack in order to go through their daily workflows.
So we were just talking about how Slack isn't just team collaboration, it's so much more with integration with workflows. Can you expand on that a little bit? Because I think people still think of Slack as it's just team collaboration.
The way that I think of Slack is, may sound corny, but it's where work gets done. You're in Slack, and any work you need to do, you can do within Slack. You can discuss projects, you can share information, you can make decisions, you have the archive of all the decisions that have been made, and you can take actions throughout with the use of the platform. So it really is where you go to do your work.
And were there other key announcements that were made today?
So some really exciting projects we announced that have recently launched or will be launching soon, a new workflow builder that allows you to build a workflow with no code. So anyone in an organization can build a simple workflow to help automate repetitive tasks. And also our interop with email providers. So we launched a new add-in for the Microsoft suite to make it easy for you to communicate via email to somebody from Slack.
Can you drill down into that a little bit more and what the user experience is like?
So there's two parts to it. What's already live today is an add-on that you can use from either Outlook or Gmail, and from your email, using that add-on, you can send a message right into Slack. That's what's already live, and then coming soon, we'll start rolling out, is the ability from within Slack to communicate with somebody in your corporation who may not be on Slack yet, and you can communicate with them through email, and then once they get on Slack, all the communication that you've done with them is part of their new Slack instance.
Okay, anything else you'd like to add?
I'm really excited about all of the things that we're doing, and I look forward to how we will continue to make work better for everyone.
Well, thank you. Perfect.